Imagine you're at a baby shower and someone presents a big box. And when you open it, you see it's a knitted thing. And you ask yourself, is it a blanket? Is it a shawl? Is it to go over the crib? And you pass it around to the other people at the shower, and then the giver of the gift says, no, it's a shroud. You're going to need it one day. Well, imagine what would happen next. Dead silence. People astounded, shocked, how rude. But that's the gift of myrrh, isn't it? The recognition that death is inevitable. That's what's given to baby Jesus. We're sort of used to pageants, I guess, and beautiful Christmas cards where the kings, the astrologers, bring these things all wrapped up nicely. But imagine you're at a baby shower and someone says, yes, I chose that shroud. I hope it's a good color. You know, you're just astounded. But think of the gold. Now, there are some scholars who suggest that the gold was not the gold we know, the metal, but in fact, turmeric, the spice, which was and still is very valuable, but perhaps in that day, even more valuable than gold, the metal. I just bring these to your attention to suggest that the richness of this story has maybe been lost because of its familiarity. We know that story. Let's just turn the page. Oh yeah, the three guys crossed the desert, too bad. You know, there may have been more than three. We just know there were three gifts. Haven't you ever been part of a group gift? What if a whole bunch of people went together to buy the gold? Whatever it was. This story invites our participation and our reflection. This is a plea from me. Don't pass it over because as a child you learned it one way, and then maybe as a young person you thought, well, it's just irrelevant, because it is so profoundly real for us in our own spiritual journey, however that looks. Whatever you think that Jesus looked like, or when he was born, or how he was born. The question is then, what do we give? How do we respond? That's the Epiphany question. When you open up the treasure box of your gifts, what is it that you want to offer? Not just to the baby, but to the community. The question is, what would you give? What do I give? What do we give? And how do we acknowledge and receive and celebrate the gift of others? This is a time when the phrase, be an encourager, perhaps gets more important than it might have at this time last year. Encouraging the gifts of others, recognizing the sacrifices of others around us out of their faith, in spite of being lonely, in spite of the pandemic or the rioting in America. People are responding and trying to dig down deep within themselves in the treasure house of their own resources, that which they can offer to us, to God. And this is the Epiphany incarnate, isn't it? When people reach down deep into their treasure bag and offer. It's our gift to be able to see what they're offering us, to share it, to recognize it, to be an encourager. And as Mary just so beautifully sang, you are the light of the world. And may that light which shone before and shines again, which shines in each of us and all of creation, be that which beckons us on with courage and with joy into the days ahead, Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer, uniting to support us all. Amen.